We have another very interesting example on the board. Let's take a look what we can do with this problem. First, we're supposed to solve one of these equations for one of the unknowns, for x or for y. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take the first equation and solve the first equation for x. So let me copy this equation down. I have 5x plus 6y equals 13. I'm going to move 6y to the right side, and I'm going to have 5x equals 13 minus 6y. In order to find value of x, I'm supposed to say in order to find x, I have to divide both sides equation by 5. 5 and 5 will cancel out, and I end up with x equals 13 minus 6y over 5. Now let me clarify myself. This is not the final value of x. This expression is going to help me to find y, because what I'm supposed to do with this fraction, I'm supposed to plug in this fraction instead of x into the second equation, y into the second, because in order to find x, I used first. In order to find the other unknown, the second unknown, in this case y, I'm supposed to use the second equation. So I have negative 6x minus 7y is equal negative 16. I just copied down the second equation, and as I said, instead of x, we're supposed to write this fraction. I have minus 6 times 13 minus 6y over 5 minus 7y equals negative 16. Anytime I solve problems like this one, I try to eliminate the fraction. Okay? In order to eliminate fraction, we're supposed to multiply both sides of the equation by the common denominator. Because we have just one denominator in this equation, I'm going to multiply by 5. But take a look. We have negative sign at front of 6. I have negative sign next to 7. I have negative sign next to 16. Means every single term in this equation is negative. Also, I prefer to work with positive numbers. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply both sides equation by negative 5. We have negative 5 times negative 6, and I have fraction 13 minus 6y over 5 minus negative 5 times 7y equals negative 5 times negative 16. Negative times negative will give me positive. Okay, I'm going to cross them out. And I have 5 and 5. They are going to cancel out. And I'm going to end up with 6 times 13 is equal 78. I have 6 times negative 6 gives me negative 36y, because I have 6 times negative 6y, and I have negative times negative gives me positive. 5 times 7y is equal positive 35y equals negative 5 times negative 16 is equal positive 80. Next, we're supposed to combine the like terms. We have negative 36y plus 35y equals negative y equals, and we're supposed to move 78 to the right side because it has no y. I have 80 minus 78. So I have negative y equals 80 minus 78 is equal 2. In order to eliminate negative sign, I have to divide both sides equation by negative 1. Negative and negative will cancel out, and I have y equals negative 2. So this is my value of y. Next, I'm supposed to find value of x. That's why I'm going to use this equation, because this equation is already solved for x. Okay, so I'm going to copy this down. I have x equals 13 minus 6y over 5. And this y I'm supposed to substitute by negative 2. So I have x equals 13 minus 6 times negative 2 over 5. X is equal 13 negative times negative gives me positive. 6 times 2 is equal 12 over 5. This is equal 13 plus 12 is equal 25 over 5. 25 divided by 5 is equal 5. So value of x is equal 5. This is my value of x. Next, we're supposed to verify that our answers are correct. Now we're supposed to replace x's and y's by 5 and negative 2. Copy down the first equation. We have 5x plus 6y is equal 13. Instead of x, I'm supposed to write 5. Okay, I have to substitute x by 5. Plus 6. I have to substitute y by negative 2. Equals 13. 5 times 5 equals 25. 6 times negative 2 is equal negative 12 equals 13. 25 minus 12 is equal 13. 13 is equal 13. Left side of my equation is equal to the right side. So we can say that the first equation checks. Let's check another one. We have negative 6x minus 7y is equal negative 16. I have negative 6x, I have to substitute by 5 minus 7 times y, which is equal negative 2, equals negative 16. Negative 6 times 5 is equal negative 30. Negative 7 times negative 2 gives me positive 14 equals negative 16. Negative 30 plus 14 is equal negative 16. Negative 16 is equal negative 16. Please notice that for the second equation, negative side is equal to the right side also. So this is the proof that the values which I found for x and y are correct. So I can say that the ordered pair of 5 and negative 2 is the solution to this system of two linear equations.